Nice playing.
Thank you.
Sam Burns, 3 under 67. Sam, 4 shots better than yesterday, although the course is playing a little harder. What was working well for you?
I think for me today, just drove it a little bit better, hit my irons a little better. I think I did everything a little better. But honestly, just trying to manage when we got it out of position and get it back in the right spots. Unfortunately, just kind of a couple bad shots on 10, but it was nice to be able to get those back coming down the stretch.
What do you think about the course conditions today, and what should the guys in the afternoon expect?
I think the golf course has been fantastic. The setup's been great. I think it's tough, but it's fair. You get rewarded when you hit good shots, and when you get out of position, it's really difficult. And I think that's how the U.S. Open should be. But yeah, I mean, with the wind and the sunshine that we have, the greens should continue to firm up and get faster. And it's going to be a tough afternoon and a tough weekend.
Can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere out there with the fans, and then do you like playing in front of this kind of crowd?
Yeah, it's awesome. This area loves sports. It loves golf. I think they're excited to have us here. You can tell just by the energy out there. It's been a blast the first couple of days, and I'm really looking forward to this weekend.
Can you talk about the front 9 versus the back 9? You had 4 birdies on the front. Is it a lot more gettable?
The birdie I made on 2, that's a pretty difficult hole. I just happened to hit a really good shot in there. I think the back 9 maybe plays a little bit easier. I don't know that to be true. Just kind of my first thought, but getting number 8 straight downwind, having a mid iron in there is obviously really nice. But yeah, I think there's not really a lot of let up holes out here. You kind of have to be really focused and dialed in on every shot.
Finishing early on a Friday, what will be your kind of schedule the rest of the day?
Go grab a little lunch and practice a bit. Then go get off my feet, maybe get a little nap in, if my wife lets me. So we'll see.
Any questions for Sam? All right, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
You and Scotty right now have the rounds of the day. Each shot 3 under. What does that do for team morale in the house?
I'm a little upset he's beat me by 1. But yeah, it's cool to see him playing well. Obviously he's had a fantastic year, and it's kind of motivated me to try to play a little bit better and try to keep up with him. So yeah, it'll be just a chill afternoon, and hopefully we have a good weekend.
Are there any parts of his game that you pick his brain about, and vice versa?
Yeah, I think he's obviously really good at everything, but a little bit around the greens. I think trying to learn how he hits different shots and kind of how he approaches those shots. I've tried to learn from him on those.
Cool. And then anything around these greens specifically, like this week, that's different than a typical PGA Tour setup?
Yeah, there's just a ton of slope in these greens, old style, back to front. So, most of the time if you are hole high or past the hole, you're going to have a difficult chip. And so, trying to leave it in the correct spots around the greens, give yourself an uphill look. Just a little more to think about, I guess, out here.
We'll go to Ben on the right.
Sorry to ask you another Scheffler question, but now that he's a Masters champion, have you seen any difference in him now that he's the hunted instead of the hunter,
No, he's just the same old guy. No.
We'll go here to Stephanie.
It seems like in some ways an ideal U.S. Open in that the leaderboard is some major winners and some guys who found out Friday they were going to be here. Are there guys on the leaderboard you hadn't even heard of or weren't even familiar with?
To be honest, I haven't really looked at the leaderboard.
Okay.
I think anyone who tees it up this week is capable of winning this golf tournament. The guys that qualify through sectionals obviously played really well to get in here, and they're really quality players, and that's the reason they're here. It's just it's our national championship, and anybody can win.
Thanks. We'll go to Luke here on the left too.
When you do hit a shot that you didn't want to and you've left yourself out of position, do you have to fight the instinct to not be too aggressive on the next shot and just play safely, or what's that process like?
I think it's for me just having an understanding of what the whole average would probably play from that position, and so if I hit it in a certain spot and know that this is already a tough hole, there's going to be a lot of bogeys made on this hole, I may just lay it up in the fairway and give myself a look for par. I think it's different situations.
Thanks for your time, Sam.
Thank you.